Green. Welcome to Daily Dose of Math, the only prescribed medication where it won't hurt you to get an overdose. Concept of discussion today is inverse functions. So let's take a walk over to the board. Alright, get a piece of chalk. Now let's consider the function f of x equals 5x plus 2. Just your traditional mx plus b function. Now in order to find the inverse, our first step is to replace f of x with y. So I literally just y equals 5x plus 2. Now our next step is to flip x and y. So x equals 5y plus 2. And then we simply just solve for y using our algebraic skills. So our first step would be subtract 2. But again, if I do that to the right side, I got to do it to the left side to keep the equation balanced. So we have x minus 2 equals 5y. And then our final step, divide everything by 5 on both sides. So I get x minus 2 over 5 is equal to y. And then what we do, since it's not technically equal to y, it's actually our inverse, we just replace y, that'll work up here, y with f inverse of x. So this becomes f inverse of x equals, what do we have right here? X minus 2 over 5. And that would be our solution. Now that's fine and dandy if we're given an equation. We're not always going to be given an equation. Sometimes they'll give us a function and ask us to graph it, and then find the inverse graphically. So let's go ahead and let's test that out, huh? All right. Now let's consider the function 2x plus 1. Again, relatively easy formula to graph. Now, since it is an mx plus b form, we know that 2 is our slope, so m equals 2, and 1 is our y-intercept. So again, this right here is slope, and this would be our y-intercept. Y-intercept. Perfect. Now, what we do is we just create our coordinate grid. Oh, minor chalk malfunction. Good thing we have plenty. Alright. So let's graph this puppy. Okay, now I know my y-intercept is 1. So that's the point that's going to intercept the y-axis. There's 1. And then since our slope is 2, we use a rise over run. So 1 point could be up 2 over 1. So at that point right there, it'd be 1, 3. And then another point could be down 2 over 1. And then you simply connect the dots here. And you got yourself a nice line. Alright, so that's our regular function. Now to find the inverse, we can do it one of two ways. We can simply work with the coordinates and flip x and y, or we can reflect it across the line y equals x. So let's actually just reflect it over the line y equals x. So again, y equals x, I'm just going to draw a dotted line here. Alright, so then, and then I'll insert our coordinates here. So we had, this is 1, 3, that's 0, 1. And then we got -1, -1. Perfect. Now, if we reflect it over the line y equals x, we get our coordinate. This coordinate becomes 3, 1. This coordinate becomes 1, 0. And this coordinate becomes -1, 1. So that would stay the same. Connect it here, and This will be our inverse function. This concludes our episode of Daily Dose of Math. Join us next time as we explore rational exponents. Catch you later, math nerds.